In the vast expanse of the ocean where the horizon meets the endless sky, two fishermen, Jack and Pete, set sail on a small, weathered boat. Their faces, etched with the fortitude of 1,000 voyages, bear witness to their seasoned experience. They are no strangers to the tempestuous moods of the sea, having braved her unpredictable nature in search of a bountiful catch time and time again. On this particular day, the ocean's surface is like a mirror, reflecting the fiery hues of the setting sun, a serene spectacle that belies the tumultuous depths below. The air, heavy with the scent of salt and anticipation, carries whispers of the day's promise. Jack and Pete, with their lines cast out into the still waters, wait in silent patience, their hearts echoing the rhythmic lull of the sea. The sea was calm, the air thick with anticipation, but their tranquility was short-lived. Without warning, the water around them began to churn, frothing and bubbling, as if possessed by some unseen force. The once serene ocean transformed into a vicious cauldron of turmoil, a stark contrast to the peaceful calm that had enveloped them just moments ago. Jack and Pete found themselves thrust into a heart-stopping reality, their tranquility shattered by the sudden onset of chaos. The sea's surface, which had previously mirrored the twilight sky, was now a roiling, frothing maelstrom. An ominous presence lurked beneath, betraying the true nature of their predicament. A sense of dread hung in the air, as tangible as the salty sea mist that clung to their weather-beaten faces. From the inky depths, a terrifying sight emerged. A school of piranhas, their bodies glistening in the fading light, their razor-sharp teeth bared in a chilling display of primal savagery. Their eyes, devoid of any semblance of mercy, glinted with a sinister hunger that froze the blood in the veins of our seasoned sailors. Like a swarm of locusts descending upon a ripe field, the piranhas launched their relentless attack. The boat, their solitary refuge in the vast ocean, shuddered under their assault, its timbers groaning in protest. Jack and Pete, seasoned by years of battling the capricious sea, found themselves outmatched by the ferocious onslaught. They fought back with every ounce of their strength, wielding oars and fishing poles in a desperate bid to fend off the attackers. However, the sheer force and intensity of the piranhas' assault made their efforts seem as futile as trying to hold back the tide. The air filled with the sickening sound of teeth tearing into flesh, a grotesque symphony that echoed over the open sea. One by one, the piranhas leaped from the water, their jaws snapping hungrily as they tore into flesh and bone. The taste of blood only seemed to fuel their frenzy, their thrashing bodies creating a macabre ballet on the crimson-stained water. The horror was as real as the biting cold of the sea air, a chilling reminder of the unforgiving nature of the deep. In a desperate bid for survival, Pete seized a flare gun from the boat's supplies, aiming it skyward with trembling hands. With a surge of adrenaline, he pulled the trigger, and the flare shot into the twilight sky. A brilliant cascade of light illuminated the scene, casting long, dancing shadows across the water. The piranhas, caught off guard by the blinding brightness, faltered. Their relentless thrashing ceased, their bloodlust momentarily forgotten. This moment of hesitation, this fleeting respite, was all that Jack and Pete needed. Risking a glance over his shoulder, Jack saw their chance. "Now, Pete!" he shouted over the cacophony of the frenzied sea. They plunged into the water, hearts pounding in their chests like war drums, their muscles screaming in protest as they swam with all the strength they could muster. Every second was a lifetime as they battled the icy currents, the shore their only hope of salvation. Behind them, the piranhas regained their senses, their frenzy renewed by the scent of blood in the water. But it was too late. Jack and Pete had reached the shore, collapsing onto the sand, gasping for air, their bodies racked with pain but alive. But even as they reached the safety of the shore, their minds haunted by the horrors they had witnessed, they knew that the sea held secrets far darker than they could ever imagine. They had escaped the jaws of death, but the memory of the nightmare would forever linger, a chilling reminder of the ocean's deadly secret. As they looked out upon the blood-red waters, they vowed never to return to the depths that had nearly claimed their lives. Their faces, etched with terror and relief, bore testament to the horrifying encounter. The lessons learned from this ordeal were hard, yet invaluable. They had danced with death and survived, but the sea with its dark secrets remained as unpredictable as ever. For in the heart of the ocean, the hungry piranhas awaited their next unsuspecting prey, their thirst for blood insatiable and unrelenting.